So in this video, we're going to take this old Dragon cell phone holder and we're going to give it new life and a new use. So let's get started. Hello, all you DIY fiends out there. Welcome to the Creature Comforts channel. Because this used to be a cell phone holder, the sculpt is kind of weird. So basically, everything is way down deep in the pocket here so that the cell phone could fit in there. None of my cell phones fit in here anymore because they're too big now. But I want to make it something else so that it has a use to sit on my shelf, and also I want to fix this sculpt so it doesn't look like the head comes up like this and then the body goes way down in and then comes back up around. We're going to start out by fixing some of that, and then we'll move on to what we're going to make it into. Okay, I cleaned it all off. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, so it had a lot of dust in it. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Sculpey adhesive and put on this. I'm going to start just on the inner edges, because what I want to do is I want to bring his belly into play, showing through the sides of the wings here. We want that clay to bond to it. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to stick clay on each side of it, and then we'll sculpt that up so it looks like his belly. Get my sculpting tools out. Take an indication of what the belly looks like. We're just gonna kind of go from there. Make him look a little more chunkier. Just looking at the texture of the belly. And now he's got kind of a rolled edge around each plate of the stomach. And then little dots. Hopefully you can see it on there. All right, I'll do the other side and then we'll come back and start working on what he's going to be after I'm finished. Okay, what I've done is I've stolen one of my candle holders out of one of my other pieces. I've drilled a small hole in the bottom of this for a screw so I can hold this in there, this candle holder. We're also going to take some aluminum foil, stuff it around it so we don't use quite as much sculpting. We're going to screw this down in there. And this is a plaster, and if you're careful, you can screw it down in there. So we got our candle holder down in there, and now we're just going to stuff around the outer edges of it with aluminum foil, just as a filler. Besides that, it'll be easier to bake it afterwards. We'll put a little bit more adhesive in there. Help hold that aluminum foil in there with the clay over top of it, not just to hold that aluminum foil in there. That way, once the clay is over top of it, the clay will stick to the Sculpey adhesive. And hold down the aluminum foil too. Now, I don't want it to come up over top of the candle holder too much, so we're going to roll him a little bit, show some more of that upper back. And I'll do that when I get my sculpting tools out. Just getting a base right now. But I'll get this all filled in. Alrighty, let's put some scales in there. We're going to roll out some clay. And the scales are pretty small up on the tail right here, so on his back they'd be bigger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a cutter. I'm going to cut them as thin as I can get them. And we're going to lay them in the back, kind of up against the wings there. And then I'm going to pull the edge down. I'm going to start from the back because the tip of the scale is this way. So that when I lay another one over top of it, I can still pull it towards myself so that I get that tapered effect. And as you do a row, you want to go in between the two. And then kind of lay them over top of each other a little bit. And you can use a tool if you want to. I know it's a little tough to see in this one. Take your tool and just set it in there where you want it, and then just pull it with your fingers. Then slowly it builds up. Because we got that candle holder in there, I'm going to come right up to it. And then I'm going to, once I'm done putting the scales in, I'm going to cut around that candle holder. Okay, I got one side done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here like this and just make a little indent around the little metal candle holder. That way he's got the scales. A little tedious, but the effect is worth it. I'll finish this up. Okay, now we're going to make, in the back here, we're going to make some of these center ribs. Just formulate it out in your hand, and there's only going to be one or two in there. Maybe put a smaller one right in front of that. I don't want to put one in front because it'll interfere with the candle. We'll get this all baked up. Alrighty, we're gonna paint this, and I'm gonna paint it gold, but I wanted to show you that you can get different results with different base tones. So in this one, we're gonna use my custom latex paint, and this dries as a reddish toned brown. I'll show you what we can get with that when we top coat it with gold. A lot of your golds will depend on what base tone you use underneath the gold. I'm not too worried about it getting on the metal because it's all going to be gold. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt to paint this just because it's pretty detailed. But my philosophy is anything you want, the detail in it, if it takes a little bit of time, it's worth it. It's worth it to take that time to do it. And I'm also showing you that basically you can take just about anything and make a candle holder out of it, or kind of whatever you want to make out of it. Just the challenge of figuring out something different to make something out of, kind of hack it per se, make something new out of something that's old. After it's finished, it's going to be more of a rose gold just because of the redness underneath it. And it doesn't matter whether you have acrylics or latex. I've painted acrylics over top of my latex before. It's not a big deal. But if you haven't seen it, my curiosity cabinet video, that's where I used this latex paint, where I had it custom made for other projects, for like rust projects and stuff like that. And in that video, I put a stain over top of it. And I appreciate the people that have watched my videos, and I appreciate everyone who subscribes. Now we got to let it all dry up, and we'll come back and do the gold on it. And then you can see how much different it looks compared to my golden skull ashtrays with the same gold. Alrighty, we're gonna get some gold out. Same gold I used last time. It's a Sargent Art metallic gold paint. First of all, we're gonna start on the wings. Get that out of the way. Gonna dry brush this in. And you can go as deep into the gold as you want to with this. You can even come to the point where you fill it all in gold. But that reddish brown look behind it will actually help it look more into the rose gold effect. A lot of times when you're doing gold leaf or golds anyways, you're gonna do a red behind it. I'll finish this up and we'll come back. And there it is. It's got a kind of a copperish rose gold feel to it, like a polished copper. I got my candle. And what's better than one is two. And also I wanted to show you guys that this is the same gold that I did this with. My golden skull candle holder from an ashtray. It's the same exact gold. It's just that the undercolor changes the gold up so much because the gold is kind of transparent. But we'll light the old candles. There we go. We'll set up and get some beauty shots. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see further content. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And like the video. See you all next time.